The Ace of Cups. When you look at this card, you recognize again that we're dealing with the water element and the feminine. The chalice represents the feminine womb, and it's where all life is created. So this also represents the Holy Grail. So the thing that we are always seeking. And what we are always seeking is to understand ourselves, to understand our feelings and our emotions. When you look at this card, the chalice is sitting in water. And the top of the card, it looks like a spider's web, but actually this is a conch shell. So if you take a conch shell and you hold it next to your ear, you can hear the ocean, and you are one with the ocean again. When you get this card, this is that exciting springing forth of love. It's the beginning of love again, and it's that moment where you think someone is perfect in every way. So just as the lust card is about super attraction, and the lover's card is about learning to love your shadow and learning to love that which is opposite you to find wholeness. And this card represents that burgeoning love, that beginning of love. But what you have to remember is just because you're in love doesn't mean sometimes someone loves you back as much. So the caution of this card is to overdo, to buy too many presents for the other person so that they love you, to give too much of yourself and bend over backwards so that they love you. There's this belief that there's something you can do to make someone actually love you. Now, sometimes the love is balanced, but this card says, take a look, see if it's balanced, because love is never 50-50, but there should be an exchange of energy, a back and forth a little bit. So when you get this card, you're opening up to the possibilities of love, and it's love that makes us stretch. And it's love that makes us discover parts of ourselves. And it's love that makes us realize how strong and how deep our heart actually is. So in this moment, you believe that you have found that true love. And it's a beautiful thing. And it's wonderful. And you want to relish it. And you want to really, really enjoy it. And at the same time, remember to not allow it to become unbalanced. Because if you give too much, you're going to make someone else feel guilty or unworthy, or it's going to bring up their insecurity because they're going to notice that you're doing more than them. Now, obviously, if this card would be reversed, it means that maybe someone else loves you more than you love them, and maybe you need to have a little talk with them about that. But the color of this card is white, which is crown chakra, blue, which is communication and truth, and red, which is passion. And when you have all three of those combined, something really divine starts to happen. Because in our society, again, we are sort of a pleasure negative society. And we tend to look at the drama and look at the upset and get ourselves all stressed out and overwhelmed. But the cups are trying to teach us that there are moments that we need to fall into pleasure, enjoy ourselves, let ourselves love and feel loved, let ourselves be nurtured, and let ourselves nurture.